Alright, we're back here in OpenRoads Designer doing a demo. We're going to go in here and create some copy our seed files several times over again, so that because we know we're going to have to generate several different files to contain different things like super. We do one for background images, we do one for geometry right now. So I'm doing a quick rename. I've copied that one seed file that I set up earlier, and so we're going to rename 2 or 3 of them right here. That's geometry. I'm going to rename this as super. Not saying this is your workflow, but this works good for me doing this demo right here. You got to be real careful with seed files going in the future, because they were recommending us we replace them every time we upgrade versions. So they could be problematic if we leave them hanging around too long. It's alright, we've opened up the image DGN. We're just going to go attach some WMS imagery from Wallace County. So I'm going to go to the raster manager, attach the WMS, navigate to Wallace, and that was just some editing trickery there that happened so fast. And we've set it to the raster image level. I'm going to fit view, and here's our image. And we're good to go as far as that goes. Save settings with a keystroke. I'm going to get out. I'm going to go open up a geometry file. This is in a blank 2D file at this point. You can see we're running with a white background. We'll kind of explain the white background later on. So we've now just loaded up, we've done the import, the alignment on the geometry tab. We're loaded up the GPK file, and we're selecting the baseline out of here. Not selecting the profile, because the profile is going to come off of the terrain file. Our geometry, our baseline is imported in, but there's no feature set to it. So we've got to get a feature set on it. We've got to tell it that it's a baseline. So I'm going to do the properties and just change the feature definition there to BL. You can see it came in. You see my background just changed because OpenRoads Designer crashed on me and I got back in. So that's where the background's changed. You can see we got alignment here. You've got the handles. You've got the values that you can change. Also notice the different color for the curves, the different color for the tangent. That's something that we can do now in OpenRoads Designer, set up different symbology so that the curves stand out. And it's kind of useful. Same thing with horizontal. I'm going to annotate. You see I've switched over to OpenRoads Modeling tab, Drawing Production, chose Element Annotation, picked it, and you hit Reset, and because it's an alignment, it knows it should be annotated for stationing, which we've pre-set up for you. And you get the PT, PC labels, the tangent, you get the curve data. It adjusts to annotation scale, so if we would change the scale to 20 scale, that thing would scale down, so you don't need 4 different copies of that. We're going to go ahead and attach that image file that we just did, so you can see how this baseline is laying out against the existing imagery, and it looks good. Follows right along with the old highway. So we're going up to geometry, and we're going to import in the center line. So we've got the job 027 GPK. We're going to uncheck the baseline. We're going to pick the center line. This time we're going to grab the proposed profile that somebody's already done. Dealing with developing geometry and profiles, or the horizontal vertical geometry in this, it's a whole session in itself, so that's going to have to be done another time. So this time we're setting the feature differently. We're setting the feature to be CL down there, and we're going up to the set feature command, which we just did. And when it goes back down, you can see it's blue. We just hit the annotate element button and brought in the stationing. So we're turning off the imagery so you can see the stationing a little bit better. Pretty much the same thing as the baseline is. Here I've switched it over to white, so you can kind of see the issue of us seeing our traditional yellow against white. I'm going to go back here and actually darken that yellow up. And so you can see what a difference it makes when you, and kind of the issue that we might be having if we're going to more of a white background situation with some of the lighter colors that we've been using in the past. So there you got center line, featureized, and we're going to open up the profile view. So here we got the profile. There's a special views that are set up there when you do the right click menu to help you do this. Every time you go to the profile view, it's going to want you to select the alignment and go select the view, which was done here. And we're going on to the next video. That's the end of the geometry. We have it all imported in, and we're going to move on to the next step, which is probably creating a corridor.